Worldwide, people are dealing with pain and complex grief everywhere at all times. Grief affects everyone differently. Its weight and degree of touch is hard to measure from one person to the next. One doesn't fully know how the mind or the body will respond until loss or grief happens. But having people in your life that you can converse with, as well as a relationship with God, can help you as you walk through this emotion. And it is very critical for mental health management. There are 5 stages of grief, according to author Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. She is the person who developed this grief model, and they are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Many may experience all 5 levels, while others may only experience 3 or 4 of these stages. Because grief differs from person to person, as well as the level of closeness to the bereaved. Grief and its effects on the brain can include anxiety, feelings of depression, fear, difficulty in processing information, cognitive function delayed, changes in your sleep patterns, lack of energy, changes in memory loss. There are some physical symptoms that are also a result of grief, and that could include aches and pains, appetite changes, and changes in body functions. Some statistics that I came across: between 2.5 and 3 million people die in the U.S. every year. More than 57% of Americans have reported experiencing loss within the last 3 years. And as of January 2024, there are over 3.3 million posts on Instagram with hashtag grief hashtag. Some would say, and some have said, according to a survey, that their recovery time for grief subsided or concluded within the first 6 months, while others, 65%, recorded that they recovered within 1 year. Now, 2 to 3% of the global population experience grief that lasts longer than expected, which has had an adverse impact on their daily life. Industries are affected, job performance is impacted. It can be very devastating. Grief can come from loss of relationships, a pet, loss of a person, divorce, or a job. A therapist may be a great tool during this time for help with these unresolved issues because of grief or challenges that arise because of loss. Seeking professional help for deep-rooted events or issues from your past can be both frightening and invasive. There are a lot of people that feel seeking outside help or professional help and support is a sign of weakness or somehow reflects that a person isn't strong. But even the most strong-willed and emotionally centered individual needs a person or place to exhale and to debrief. One may turn to their relationship with God to seek solace and inner peace. Communication with Him has the ability to settle and stabilize your heart and your mind. There is a scripture in the Bible, according to Isaiah 26:3, the New King James Version reads, "He will keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed upon Him, because he trusted Him." Now, from experience, trusting in God can be a trying idea or feat. after death or loss. Trusting in God as a part of your faith journey on a regular day-to-day basis has its own set of challenges. But choosing to place your worries, anxieties, or fears on God because He says He cares for us has helped me weather through my own personal place of grief. My encouragement to you is to connect with a family group, family member, a peer group, grief counselor, a therapist, or with God so that you won't suffer in silence. For those that may experience loss and grief, we may not ever get over the loss, but we can learn to work through it.